Why is it not on here yet?
Dad, it's on my phone.
Yeah, I've got it now. I'm trying to send it to Mom.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, yeah, make sure that there's sound coming through this on your speakers. There's a delay. It's like you're gonna see that move in just a second. You're gonna see it move on your screen in just a second. There's like a 5 or 10 second delay. Yeah, can you hear me? Do you have your volume up? How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, and now oh wait. Yes, that's what we were figuring out the other day too. Okay, so you send that to Stephanie. And here, I'll put it in the group chat. All right, welcome to state quarterfinal action here at Normal Kingsley. We've got a matchup between the Holy Cross Crusaders, who, in all fairness, will be mostly impartial, but we're rooting for a Crusaders win today. Between your Holy Cross Crusaders and the Panthers from Port Heights Cottage Grove. We're going to get a couple of things squared away here. We're going to get some, hopefully get this out to folks so that people will be here to listen and watch. But here on the broadcast today, we've got Aaron Surratt and Emily Surratt. Say hi, Emily, so the folks at home can hear you.
Hi.
Want to do, first things first, a couple of big thank yous. First to the fine folks at BC Hornet Sports, Steve Surratt and his crew for lending us the equipment today so that we can broadcast today's game. We really appreciate that. We know we've got folks hopefully watching from near and far and that couldn't be here today in Normal. So we want a big thank you to BC Hornet Sports. And also a quick shout out to Claire Taylor, who was kind enough to help get the equipment from Brown County to Champaign County so that we can make the trip up here to Normal and do this today. So got about 12 minutes here before tip-off. Typically, they do the national anthem before the first game of a session, so I'm not sure that we'll have a national anthem here. But we've got both teams warming up on the court. We'll talk a little bit about both teams, talk a little bit about their paths to get here. And hopefully by that time, we'll be about ready to go. So let's start with Cottage Grove. Let's talk about them. They come in today's contest 15-1. Just one loss on the season, so they've had a really successful season so far. They were the #1 seed in their regional, and we'll talk about their path specifically once postseason play has started. As a #1 seed in their regional, they did have a bye. In the semifinal game against Rockdale, they won 58-4, so a bit of a blowout. Then in the championship game against Crete Lutheran, they won a nail-biter, 37-36, so a very tight ball game there. All those games were played in their home gym at Cottage Grove. You'll hear something similar when we get to talk about Holy Cross as well. For the sectional championship on Monday, they took on Maison Verona Kinsman, and they went to their gym to play that game and came away with a 35-32 victory. So a couple of really tight, close games played by Cottage Grove to get here. I was taking a look at some of their other results on the IESA site. Their only loss on the season was to Riverdale, Washington, and they beat them 39-30. So a team that's had a lot of success this season. Of course, you're going to have a lot of success if you're here at the state tournament. But a really nice postseason run for them. Battle tested, and I think you would think that they will be ready to go for today's game. The other thing that we know about Port Heights Cottage Grove, the only other thing really that we know about them, other than their starters, which we'll talk about in just a second, is that their 8th graders last year finished 2nd in the state. So if anybody from Brown County is watching, this game or this stream and you are like, I feel like I know about Fort Heights Cottage Grove, that's because that's who Brown County played in the 2A state championship game last year. So we've got Cottage Grove back again. Let's talk ever so briefly about the starters for Cottage Grove, and then we'll start talking about Holy Cross a little bit. So the Panthers are going to start today, 2 6th graders and 3 7th graders. So for the Panthers, they're going to start Deontay Lynch, number 11. He is a 6th grader. They're also going to start Jaden Wallace, number 13. He's a 7th grader. Sheldon Cantu, number 14. He is also a 7th grader. Kendrick Boyd is number 15, and he is a 6th grader. And then the 5th starter for the Panthers, Joshua Cole, number 42. Panthers are going to be coached by Tim Williams, assistant coach Sean Aldridge, and they made the trip down from Fort Heights. And just for reference, their enrollment is 62 for 7th and 8th grade. Let's talk a little bit about Holy Cross as they get ready for this game. They come into the game with a record of 23 wins and 2 losses. Those 2 losses against a couple of very good teams, one of them being Champaign St. Matthew, who was in the sectional championship in 2A and lost in overtime Monday night. I think that score was 65-61 or something very, very similar to that. It was really close. Most points that I think I've ever seen combined scored in a middle school basketball game, over 120 points. We see some college games that don't get to 120 points. And they're playing 40 minutes. And again, these middle schoolers, these 7th graders, they're playing 6-minute quarters. So 120 points in 24 minutes.
Is a lot.
It's 5 points a minute.
Wow.
It was. I really wish I would have been there to see that game, though. I was also happy that I was watching Holy Cross win their sectional championship game. The only other loss that Holy Cross had on the season when they lost to Normal Epiphany over at their holiday tournament over the winter, over the Christmas break, and then they played Epiphany later and did avenge that loss, so they were pretty happy, I think, to knock them out after that. But let's talk about Holy Cross's postseason run. They were also the number 1 seed in their regional, so they also earned a first-round bye. Then in the semifinals, they played Champaign Next Generation, a team that they had played earlier in the season. It was a relatively close game, but Holy Cross left no doubts about how that game was going to go. They jumped out early and won that game by a final score of 52-10.
Wow.
Then in the championship game, they played a team that they are very familiar with, Royal Prairie View Ogden. Those 2 teams over the past 3 years have matched up 7 times. And PBO won the first 3 matchups between the 2 teams. But Holy Cross has gone on a bit of a winning streak since then, winning the last 4. In early regular season play, it was about a 10-point game for most of the game, but ended up being about just a 1-possession game down at the end, about a 4-point game. But in that regional championship game, Holy Cross defeated Royal PBO by a score of 42-16, and truthfully, it didn't feel that close. Having watched the game, Holy Cross jumped out again to an early lead and never looked back. Then on Monday night in sectional championship play, they went over to Danville Schlarman to play Kansas. And again, very quickly, Holy Cross jumped out with a quick 5-point advantage. Kansas called the timeout right away, actually called 3 timeouts in the first 8 minutes of the game, trying to keep the game close. And the final score in that one ended up being 58-27. Holy Cross ended up on top. Let's take just a moment. And if you're a Holy Cross fan, if you watch the team in person, you have a pretty good idea. I'm gonna speculate that Coach Stonecipher is not going to change the lineup today. So what we're expecting, barring any surprises, starting lineup to be number 21, Colton Stonecipher, and all of these starters are 7th graders. So Colton Stonecipher, he will primarily handle the ball. He'll play more of a point guard role, but is also one of Holy Cross's deadliest shooters. Also expect to see Braden Ritter, number 3. Also expect to see Eli Marino, number 12. Also Charlie Young, number 50. And Jax Gibbous, number 10. So those are the starters that we expect to see for Holy Cross. Again, this is a team that's been effective all season. We'll also expect to see Michael Hartnett check in, and he'll be part of that rotation. Depending on how things go, can see Sean Fletcher sometimes early in the game as well, depending on um, rest and pace and all of those types of things. So, if we kind of look at the matchups today, briefly let's talk about the last matchup. That if you're here in the gym, what you would have seen the final there. But matchup, the first game of the day, and who will play the winner of this game. Pontiac St. Mary's beat Kewaunee Visitation 38-34. And that was a heck of an interesting ball game. When we got here ready to get set up, there were about 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and Kewaunee was up 20-8. And Pontiac St. Mary's just kept chipping away, got it down to single digits shortly after halftime. Just kept plugging away, tied the game. I think just a little bit into the fourth quarter, and there were a couple of back and forth possessions, and Pontiac was able to hit a couple of threes, made a couple of free throws down toward the end of the game. Were able to come away with a 38-34 victory, and so they will play at 5 o'clock against the winner of this Holy Cross Cottage Grove matchup. And we've got about 4 minutes before game time here. Both teams warming up on the court. Both teams look pretty comfortable as far as I can tell. Both teams kind of going through layup lines and some shooting drills from the top, from the elbow. I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup. You know, again, if you've watched Holy Cross, you know that their guard play is strong with Colton, Braden, and Eli. All three of them are very comfortable shooting from long distance. All can handle the ball well. They like to get out in transition, given the opportunity.
It's static, is what they're saying.
Also, but they're not simply only an outside the arc type of team. Charlie Young transferred into Holy Cross at the end of last year. Wasn't able to be part of the basketball team due to when his family moved from Michigan. But Charlie is at least 6'3", if not 6'4". Has a strong presence in the paint. Does a great job rebounding. And Jax Gibbous is, in my opinion, one of the best players I've ever seen, especially at the junior high level of moving without the basketball, which works great for him because the other four players on the court command a lot of attention. You don't want to leave Braden, Colton, or Eli open on the perimeter. When Charlie gets the ball, he gets a lot of attention because of his height and size. So Jax does a great job cutting to the basket, getting easy shots when they present themselves. All right, so I think we're in for a really interesting matchup. If we look at just, again, we mentioned that Holy Cross has just the one sixth grader, that'll be David. He'll come off the bench in certain situations, but 9 seventh graders and 1 sixth grader. I didn't mention that they are coached by Shane Stone-Cipher. Assistant coach is Rich Gibbous. And I think we got a really nice contingent of purple in the stands here. Really excited to see. I know I saw the principal. I know I saw some teachers. We've had some family coming over from Indianapolis to watch today's game. So I think everybody is really excited. We had a pep rally at the school yesterday, if you didn't get to see or hear about that. And they brought back the last team that went to state, which was the 2009 seventh graders. And they took home 4th place. So Holy Cross is looking to win today to guarantee at least a match of that. I think the other thing just to mention is that the baseball team was really strong this year, in the cross-country team, of which there are several players on the basketball team that ran cross-country. Cross-country team finished 4th in the state as well in 1A. So just a strong group of kids that are athletic, they work hard, they run hard. We're coming down to 1 minute, so both teams are looking to head to their benches. And we'll get this contest started. Any final thoughts before we get going?
No?
No? Okay.
I'm excited.
Great analysis. We appreciate the great analysis. All right, both teams have gone to their benches. The other nice thing is that the cheerleaders, several of them were able to make the trip over with the team as well. And we've got our cheer coaches here too. So we've got, again, just a nice contingent of supporters here for Holy Cross. And we're really excited. We've got a couple of announcements here from our fine friends of the IESA. We want to thank them also for their support. I also want to thank the fine folks here at Normal Kingsley for giving us a good space to broadcast from today. Really appreciate that. Sylvester, the athletic director here, Sylvester Davis, appreciate his hospitality to help us get up set up and get us the Wi-Fi password so that we could stream the game. I also want to give a quick shout out to Nolan Kaiser, who's going to run our camera for us. Thanks, Nolan. Smile. All right, got our 3 officials, and I don't know if they've given us any information about who the officials are. That would be fun and interesting to know. Either way, the teams that... Oh, we have officials, but we don't know which officials are doing which games. Fair enough. All right, again, the winner of this game will play tonight at 5 o'clock against Pontiac St. Mary's. The winners of the next 2 games will then play at 6:30, and then those games will be Effingham Sacred Heart and Carrollton St. John. They're playing right after us at 1 o'clock. And then at 2:30, we'll have Lincoln West, Lincoln Broadwell against Peoria St. Jude. That'll be game 4 on the day, and that will be at 2:30. Those 2 teams will play at 6:30 tonight. The winners of those 2 games will play on Thursday in the championship game at 7:30 p.m. The 2 teams that lose the semifinal games tonight will play also on Thursday, also here, starting at 6 p.m. And so we certainly hope that we will be here broadcasting a 3rd place game or a championship game on Thursday. All right, now we're going to get some starters, and I think we're about ready to get started. They're going to announce all the players before the game starts. So we'll start with the folks that are not starting. So again, that'll be David Stratt. He's wearing number 1. John Fletcher, number 2. AJ Benjamin, number 4. Brody Oliveira, number 30. And Michael Hartnett, number 45. And now your starters for the Crusaders. Number 3, Braden Ritter. Number 10, Jax Gibbous. Number 21, Colton Stonecipher. Number 50, Charlie Young. And again, as we mentioned, Coach Stonecipher, Coach Gibbous. And now we'll get Cottage Grove announced here as well. Again, we'll run through their roster. Anthony Austin is a 5th grader. He is wearing number 2. Eric Moore. Oh, Jaden Speed is number 5. Number 10, Justin Calvin. Number 31, Demarius Beckwith. Number 33, Juwan Jemerson. Number 11, Dante Lynch. He's going to start tonight. Number 13, Jaden Wallace. Number 14, Shelton Cantu. Number 15, Kendrick Boyd. And number 42, Joshua Cole. All right. And as expected, Charlie Young will take the tip. And it looks like on the tip for Cottage Grove is going to be Cole, Joshua Cole. Tips up, controlled by Colton. He has it off to Eli. Eli drives to the bucket. 2-point basket, 2-0 lead for Holy Cross right away. Holy Cross does have the ability to press, but they're not going to start with a press. Going to start in a zone defense, looks like a 2-3. Going to go to the left side to Cantu. Cantu to the right side to Wallace. Wallace up top. Ball knocked away, controlled by Cottage Grove, driving the lane. Charlie Young contests the shot. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds by Jax Gibbous and Holy Cross. Possession will stay with Cottage Grove. Boyd to inbound for Cottage Grove. Goes out to the corner. Dribble into the lane. Ball's knocked loose, picked up by Stonecipher. Stonecipher dribbles into the front court, pass off to Ritter. Ritter puts up a layup, no good. Rebound, controlled by Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove in transition. Holy Cross gets back on defense, going to get a bump on the floor before the shot, so no shot. Pretty sure that's going to be on Jax. So that foul's on Jax Gibbous. That'll be his first. Ball again going to be taken out of bounds by Cottage Grove. Inbound to the right corner, back up to the top of the key. That's Boyd. Boyd dribbles. Now to the right corner to Lynch. Lynch puts up a shot. No good. Rebound to Cottage Grove. Looked like that was Wallace maybe. Up top to Boyd. Boyd shoots a three from long distance. No good. Rebound Cottage Grove. Pass inside. Ball knocked away and loose. Picked up by Gibbous. Gibbous going to take control, take possession, slow it down a little bit, and get it to Stone Cipher. Stone Cipher is going to bring the ball across the timeline. Dribbles to the left. Pass off to Marino. Marino tried to go cross court to Ritter. A little too much on that pass. It goes out of bounds. Cottage Grove takes possession. Boyd going to bring the ball across the timeline, set up the offense, top of the key. Tries to go in the middle. Stone Cipher knocks it away. Back to Boyd. Over now the right side to Lynch. Lynch puts up a two-point shot. No good. Rebound controlled by Holy Cross. Eli Marino. Marino looks a little bit to run. Doesn't really see anything. Pulls it back down. Kind of a half transition. Nice cut to the basket by Gibbous. Gibbous shoots and puts it in off the backboard. Jax Gibbous. 2-point bucket. Early lead for Holy Cross. 4-0. Cottage Grove into the front court. Cross court pass to Lynch. Lynch drives, puts up a two-point shot from the right corner. No good. Rebound controlled by Stone Cipher. Stone Cipher takes his time, pulls it into the front court, gets a screen from Gibbous, dribbles down the lane, passes off to Young. Young, not sure what to do with it. Back out to Stone Cipher. Got his toe on the line there. And that'll be a turnover for Holy Cross. Wallace inbounds to Boyd. Boyd brings the ball across center court into that 2-3 defense. The right side corner to Wallace. Shot no good. Rebound Cottage Grove. 2-point shot off the rebound, no good. Rebound by Young. Young out to Ritter. Ritter takes possession. He's going to bring the ball across the timeline. Against that, looks like a zone for Cottage Grove as well. Marino back to the half-court line, but gets it to Stone Cipher, who dribbles all the way in. Rebound no good. Controlled, though, by Young. 2-point basket, Charlie Young. One of my favorite sayings when watching Charlie play is you can't teach height, and Charlie's got it in spades. Cottage Grove into the front court, down to the left corner. Now drive into the lane. Shot is up and no good. Looks like that's going to go off of Cole. And we'll have our first substitution into the game. That'll be Michael Hartnett. Hartnett going to come in and give Young a break. It's pretty typical to see Michael come in at about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Holy Cross up 6-0. Stone Cipher with a screen from Gibbous. Now goes back up. Oh, loses the handle. Stolen by Boyd. Boyd's going to put up a layup. No good. Rebound controlled by Cottage Grove. 2-point shot up and no good by Cantu. But he was fouled, so he'll get a couple of free throws. Chance to get Cottage Grove on the scoreboard. Looks like Gibbous might have taken a little bit of a shot to the face. We're going to give him a second to tie his shoe. Looks to me like, regardless of what happens here, the official, I think, might have been doing a quick check for a concussion, but I think either way, we're going to see John Fletcher come in for Jackson and give him a little bit of a break. Cantu's first free throw is up and no good. And here comes John Fletcher. To be fair, I love all of these kids from Holy Cross, but I especially love watching John Fletcher play. He just plays his heart out every single time he's out there. Second shot by Cantu is up and no good. Rebound by Cole, no good. Ball knocked out, controlled by Ritter. Ritter to Stone Cipher. Not in any hurry to bring the ball across the timeline. Pinchel screen by Hartnett. Trap in the corner, out to Ritter. Down to Hartnett. Hartnett dribbles toward the basket. Ball knocked out of bounds, I think, by Cole. There's some nice quick hands by Cottage Grove. And Holy Cross will have a side or a baseline out of bounds play. 2:23 left. Crusaders up by 6. Inbound right side to Stone Cipher. He's going to put up a three. It's going to be short, no good. Rebound to Cole. Not much in transition. Stolen by Stone Cipher. He's got a path to the basket. He goes. Rebound. Layup was no good. A little too strong. I think he might have expected a little more contact. But he steals the rebound. Needs some help. He's picked up his dribble. Gets it to Marino. Marino pressured. Gets it to Stone Cipher in the corner. Corner three. It's going to be short. Rebound Eli. Marino, 2-point bucket. Easy layup there for Eli. Did a nice job after the pass. Cut to the basket. Ready for a pass or a rebound. So with 1:53 left here in the first quarter, got Holy Cross up 8-0. Cottage Grove takes a 30-second timeout, try to collect themselves a little bit. One of the things as I was looking through some of the results on the IESA website, I noticed that while Cottage Grove does have an excellent record, you have to give them credit for winning the games that are on their schedule. Most of the teams that they played, when I looked at their results, the teams that they played lost in that first round of the regionals. So even though the record was great, it didn't seem like they maybe played the toughest competition.
Yeah.
Take a look at Holy Cross. The story's a little bit different. Again, they played St. Matt's to get beat by them, but Normal Epiphany advanced in the regionals a little bit. And a couple of other teams they played, like St. Malachy, advanced as well. All right, Cottage Grove into the front court. It's going to be Cantu. He passes it to the left wing. Boyd dribbles inside, back out to Cantu. Cantu drives. Dish off to Cole. 2-point shot, no good. Rebound knocked around and loose. Going to be last touch by Eli Marino. Ball's going to stay with Cottage Grove for a baseline out of bounds play. Looks like Boyd to inbound again, out to Cantu on the right wing. He's back out almost to that 10-foot volleyball line. Back up. Sorry, that was Lynch. Lynch drives to the paint, puts up a 2-point shot, a little bit of a floater, and it's good. 8-2. With 1:20 left in the first quarter. Screen by Hartnett. Stone Cipher passes to Ritter. Ritter, right wing, back to Stone Cipher. Dribbling across the perimeter. Oh, passed the ball over his head to Hartnett. Hartnett did a great job getting a handle on it. And also at that timeout, looks like we had Charlie Young check back in for for Fletcher. Charlie picked up a foul there. Oh, the other thing is Gibbous has 2 fouls. I guess I didn't notice that. 3 fouls on Holy Cross in this quarter. Boyd brings the ball up over to the right wing. Dribbles inside, tries to drop it off to Cole. Ball knocked loose by Marino. Back out top to Boyd. Boyd to Lynch. Lynch drives into the basket. Floater, short, rebound. And we have a loose ball foul, I think, on Cottage Grove, and I think that's going to be on Jaden Wallace. We got a sub in for Cottage Grove. Looks like we're going to have, I think that's Anthony Austin in for Cottage Grove. Going to give Boyd a little bit of a break. Got 40 seconds left here in this first quarter. Holy Cross trying to extend that advantage. Right side to Ritter, dump it down inside for Hartnett. Hartnett tried to pass it off to Young, knocked away. Hartnett shot is up, no good. Young shot, no good. He's going to be fouled underneath. One of the frustrating things about playing Charlie, and that foul for Cottage Grove is going to go against Jaden Wallace, and that'll be his second. 2 quick ones right in a row there for Jaden Wallace. One of the tough things about playing against Charlie, he's just so tall. He just has to stand there, and he can reach higher than you can even when you jump. Young will have 2 free throws. First shot is up. And no good. Charlie is very active in the paint, on the glass. But long distance shooting is probably not his greatest strength. Charlie's second shot is up, no good. Rebound to Cole of Cottage Grove. We're going to bring it into the front court quickly, and that's going to be Wallace. Wallace, right side to Demarius Beckwith, who checked into the game. I missed that. So Beckwith in. Loose ball, and they're going to call a travel on the floor. Cottage Grove had possession and then fell to the ground, and that'll be a travel. Now we got a sub in. It looks like maybe Michael. I thought maybe Hartnett had twisted his ankle a little bit, but he looks fine. So John Fletcher back in. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. You'd have to expect Holy Cross to try and hold this for this last shot, but some good pressure from Cottage Grove. Cross court now to Marino. Marino with a spin. Tried to drive to the basket. Going to get a foul on Beckwith. That should be his first, unless I missed one.
That's what I have.
3 fouls on both teams. Just 7 seconds left. Trying to get one more shot in here. Ball passed in, knocked away, controlled by Cottage Grove. 2 seconds left. They're going to try to get a shot up, and they do. Lynch, oh, it hit the rim. That was a nice shot by Dante Lynch to get that up there. And we'll finish the first quarter with Holy Cross on top 8-2. Again, we'd like to thank our cheerleaders for coming and supporting the team. They're going to try to fire up this crowd for the second quarter. One of the interesting things, Emily, that the Holy Cross didn't do in that first quarter, even though they have the capabilities to put on a press and provide some full court pressure.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised by that.
We're also up, and it didn't seem like they needed it.
It's true. It did seem to be in pretty good control. One of the things that we have seen Holy Cross do sometimes, though, is wait and bring that pressure to start the third quarter and try to provide kind of a knockout blow if they're up after halftime.
Yeah. But when their defense is on, you can't get a shot off.
It is incredibly tough. Whether they're playing a man-to-man or a zone defense, they're very active. And again, the 3 guards are incredibly active, even in a zone. And in that 2-3 zone, Eli ends up playing down low. Marino, he's not the tallest, but he's got quick hands and he's aggressive. All right, so we'll start the second quarter. Inbound by Cottage Grove to Austin, sorry. Stolen by Stone Cipher. Again, Stone Cipher not looking to push the pace so much. Brings it across the timeline. Across the right side to Ritter. Ritter tries to get it to Stone Cipher. Ball's knocked away. Pass to John Fletcher. Fletcher had a shot. Passed it up. Out in the corner. 3 for Colton. Splash. Colton Stone Cipher's first 3 of the game. Gives him 5 points on the game. Got a 2 and a 3. Nice drive by Cottage Grove down inside. Got it to Cole. We talked about Eli with those quick hands. A lot of times he can get the ball and knock it away. Either way, first foul on Marino. Inbounds play for Cottage Grove underneath their own basket. They're going to go up top. Now they're going to go to the left corner. Shot, no good. Rebound by Marino. Marino going to push the pace a little bit. Has Ritter on the left wing. Pulls it back now. Trapped by Cottage Grove. Now he's going to drive toward the basket. Pass to Young. Young sets his feet. Air ball. Rebound to outside to Colton. 3-pointer for Colton. Stone Cipher with 2 threes in the early going of this second quarter. Gives Holy Cross a 12-point advantage, 14-2. Cottage Grove struggling with the ball a little bit. Hard pass down low through the hands of Cantu. And a turnover for Cottage Grove. And not terribly surprising then to see Boyd come back in. Boyd is looked to be the point guard in the early going for Cottage Grove. So with a couple of turnovers, like to see him back in and settle it down maybe for Cottage Grove. Regardless, Stone Cipher going to dribble toward the top of the key. Left wing to Marino. Back up top to Stone Cipher. Double team into Fletcher in the middle. John. Pass to Charlie Young on the right block. Shot no good. Rebound Marino. Up and good. So 8 quick points for Holy Cross in this second quarter. Gets their advantage up to 14. Drive into the basket. Ball knocked away. Loose. Cole has it. Still loose. Knocked away. Out to Beckwith. Beckwith passes it inside. Intercepted by Ritter. Ritter starts to push the pace. Pulls it back. Going to drop it off to Marino. At that 10-foot line for volleyball. Eli, a lefty. He traveled. He did, folks. He got a little bit of pressure that he didn't quite expect. Did kind of a spin move. Picked up both feet. And rightly so called the travel. Got a couple subs back into the game. We've got Michael Hartnett back in. We got Brody Oliveira checking in for the first time. Brody can provide some minutes at that post position as well. Cottage Grove brings the ball across timeline. It's Boyd. Boyd goes down in the corner to Beckwith. Intercepted by Stone Cipher. He's going to push the pace. Now he's going to pull it back. Marino. Now the back corner, left corner for Colton. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove has the numbers. Oh, he lost the ball. Ball's on the ground, going to be picked up by Cottage Grove. 2-point shot, no good. Rebound going to be controlled by Ritter. Would be well served to, there we go, just slow it down a little bit. Back to Ritter to the left side. Ritter has space, gets it to Hartnett on the left block. Michael drives in the lane, right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound Cottage Grove, and well, we're gonna get a foul on Holy Cross. Looked like it could have been a travel maybe too, but it's gonna be a foul. I'll be honest, I missed, they're gonna be a second foul on Eli Marino. 3:21 left. State quarterfinal game. Coach is going to leave him on the court and see if he can pull through here. Now to the right corner, Cottage Grove. It's going to be Cantu back up top to Austin. Austin dribbles toward the paint, into the land of the Giants. Rebound by Oliveira. Oh, he had it and he lost it. Well, it looks, the officials are going to say he touched it last. Whether he lost it on his own or whether it was knocked loose a little bit, either way, Cottage Grove retains possession. And I have not updated the score in a while here, folks. Sorry about that. 16-2 is our score. Cottage Grove inbounds ball up top to Austin. Austin, quick dribble, back up top. Looks like, I think that was Lynch. Lynch puts up a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound, Marino is on the ground, got it to Hartnett, back out to Ritter. Nice possession there for Holy Cross to get across the timeline now. Now needs a little bit of help, gets it to Marino. Marino, the lefty, dribbles to the left side, hands it off to Hartnett. Hartnett with the dribble drive to the basket. Ball knocked away and loose. Controlled by Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove with a fast break opportunity, 4-on-2. Austin, 2-point shot, no good. He's going to be fouled though by Colton Stonecipher. Pretty sure that'll be Colton's first. And not a bad play. Had a 4-on-2 break opportunity, and you're going to make Anthony Austin, a 5th grader, make 2 free throws to get those same 2 points. So that's a foul that I think Coach Stonecipher is going to be okay with. Austin to the line. First shot is up and good. Again, Anthony Austin is a 5th grader, so this is a big stage for a 5th grader, and he showed no fear getting in there, driving to the basket, putting up a shot, and made his first free throw. Second shot also up and good, so fouling Anthony Austin, not the way to go. Charlie Young checked back in there for Brody Oliveira after that first free throw. Inbounds to Holy Cross. Colton's going to bring the ball across the timeline, get a screen from Hartnett, going to drive all the way down to the right corner. Drops it off to Young, 2-point shot, up and good. Off the glass for Charlie Young. That's a really nice play. Nice screen by Michael Hartnett. Great job of using it by Colton, and a nice dish to Charlie, who finished off the glass. Cottage Grove going to put up a 3. I think that was Boyd. Yep, a 3-point basket for Kendrick Boyd. Makes the score 18-7. 11-point lead for Holy Cross. Ritter tries to jump in inside down to Hartnett. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Cottage Grove. I think it was Boyd that got the last hand on that one. Marino to inbound. Just pops it into Young. 6'3" guy. Ball's going to be knocked out to Stonecipher. He's going to put up a 3. And it's good. 3-point basket for Colton. 9 points in the quarter. 3 3-pointers. Puts Holy Cross up 21-17. Cross court to Lynch. Lynch puts up a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound to Marino. Marino, the lefty, going to bring it up the left-hand side. Gets it to Colton. Colton's going to drive into the basket. Hits a cutting Michael Hartnett. Hartnett shot up, no good. Looks like it was deflected. Rebound to Young. Young trying to shoot. Going to be fouled, I think. I think they're probably going to say that that's a non-shooting foul. That's going to be on the floor. That foul going to be on Jerwan Jimerson. Going to get a couple more subs into the game. David Surratt is going to check in for Eli Marino. Eli has those 2 fouls, and Coach Stonecipher not wanting to take any chances with 1:19 left. Also going to get John Fletcher back into the game for Michael Hartnett. David inbounds to Colton. Colton needs some help, gets it to Braden, back in the corner to Colton. Go back up top to Surratt. Surratt to Ritter. Ritter to Stonecipher in the right wing. He's going to try to drive to the basket. Defense by Boyd. Dumps it down to Young. Young takes 3 dribbles. Tried to pass it back out, but it looks like he stepped on the line. That'll be turnover for Holy Cross. We'll go back the other direction. Cantu's going to take the inbound for Cottage Grove. He'll initiate the offense with 1 minute to play here in this second quarter. Brings it across the timeline. On the left side. Back to Boyd. Boyd at the top of the key, left corner, shot fake, drive into the basket by Cantu. Cross court to Lynch. Lynch gonna be fouled on the backside, I think, by John Fletcher. That foul on John, his first. And down to Cottage Grove. 40 seconds left. Lynch, 2-point shot up and good. A little bit of a floater over the top of Ritter. 21-9. Just over 30 seconds. Cottage Grove going to come with some pressure now. Stonecipher to Ritter, back to Stonecipher, into Fletcher. Fletcher tries to pass, ball's knocked away. Holy Cross trying to get back in transition defense. Rebound, or a 2-point shot up by Lynch, up and good. Makes it 10 points. Ball inbounded, Surratt, right wing. Pass in space, uses his dribble, gets it to Stonecipher, 10 seconds left. And Coach Stonecipher's gonna call a full timeout. Didn't really like, I think, what he saw there on the offensive end. Less than 10 seconds left, he's gonna stick Marino back in. Gonna tell Eli also, I think, to be really smart to not pick up a third foul in these last 9 seconds. But wanted a little bit more offense, I think, on the court. Try to get one more bucket before halftime here. So we got 8.6 seconds left. Crusaders with the ball. It's gonna be a sideline out of bounds play. It looks like they're gonna put it in from the near side here. Looks like Marino will inbound it. One would expect he'll have every intention of getting it to Stonecipher, as he's probably the stronger shooter, one of the best passers on the team as well. Cottage Grove going to put on some pressure. Gets it to Stonecipher, to Marino. Marino jumps in inside to Young. Young shot up and good. Nice look by Marino. 2-1. That'll be halftime. That'll put Holy Cross up 23-11 at the end of the second quarter. So a really nice performance in that first half for Holy Cross. Everything, got a little bit of everything that you hope for. What we're going to do is we're going to take just a short break, and then we'll be back. We'll leave it right here. We're going to take a minute or two to get some stats together, and then we'll be back to talk just a little bit more. All right, we're going to come back and we'll catch you up a little bit on some halftime stats before we give you the second half. So let's run through first for Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove was led in scoring the first half by Dante Lynch. He has 6. He scored the first bucket for Cottage Grove and then got a couple of buckets in the second quarter. So he's up to 6 points on the game. Kendrick Boyd hit a 3-pointer from the left wing there just a little bit before halftime. And Anthony Austin got 2 free throws. The 5th grader did a nice job going into the lane of the Giants and being aggressive. So he has 2 points. At the end of one quarter, the score was 8-2. Holy Cross on top. Again, our halftime score, 23-11. So in that second quarter, Cottage Grove got 9, whereas Holy Cross got 15. Let's take a look at the scorers for Holy Cross. Crusaders are led in scoring by Colton Stonecipher. Colton caught fire a little bit there in that second quarter, hit 3 threes, has 11 points. Charlie Young has 6 points. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Eli Marino has a couple of baskets, including that beautiful play right off the tip. And then we got 2 points for Jax Gibbous as well. Thinking about foul trouble in this second half, if we take a look at Holy Cross, Jax Gibbous picked up a second foul in that first quarter and then sat the rest of that second quarter. But with 3 fouls to play with here in quarters 3 and 4, I expect we'll see a lot of Jax the rest of the game. We got to see a good bit of Michael Hartnett. We got some John Fletcher, Brody Oliveira into the game to get some minutes down in the paint for the Crusaders. Take a look on the Cottage Grove side of things. Jaden Wallace has 2 fouls, and I think that's the only player with 2 fouls for Cottage Grove. Demarius Beckwith has 1 foul. Juwan Jimerson has 1 foul. If we look at Holy Cross, Colton Stonecipher has a foul. Charlie Young has a foul. John Fletcher has a foul. But overall, I think we should see most of the players that we want and expect to see here in the second half. Unless somebody picks up a 3rd foul real quick, then things could change a little bit. I think at this point, though, at least from what I've seen out of Coach Stonecipher, what he would do is probably maybe play a little bit dangerously, even if somebody picks up a 3rd foul early. Try to tell them to play smart the rest of the 3rd quarter. And again, I think one of the interesting things will be to see if Holy Cross will come out with pressure in the second half. It's what they did in the regional championship game. It's what they did in the sectional championship game. As Emily mentioned, they haven't really needed it. Their defense has been solid. They're up by 12, which is everything you could hope for at halftime. But Coach Stonecipher likes to go for that knockout blow once the 3rd quarter starts. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if Coach feels comfortable. The other thing you have to think about, though, with those fouls is, again, Jax has 2. Eli has 2, and they're a couple of the guys that they like to have in there when they're running that press. So we'll see. We'll have to see what Coach Stonecipher does coming out of the break. Again, both teams getting some shots up before we get started here. And just got notified that we might have some folks from Cottage Grove watching, listening, and if we are, we're glad you're here and listening. Glad you're getting a chance maybe to see your team if you can't make it. I know at least our drive over from Champaign this morning, there was at least the threat of freezing rain, and as we got closer to Bloomington, the temperature did drop, and we were a little bit concerned. So you can definitely understand if you've got a longer drive and you're driving through the colder temperatures with that rain, I'm worried that it could be freezing. You might not be here. So if you're here, we're glad you're here. We're glad you get to watch. As we said at the outset, we are from Champaign Holy Cross, and so while we will be as bias-free as we can, to be fair, we are cheering for a Crusaders victory today. All right, and we've got under a minute left in this halftime. We'll get started with half number 2. Well played first half. Both teams had a couple of turnovers. couple of different times, a couple of different places, but it certainly wasn't sloppy by any stretch of the imagination. So, again, what you would kind of expect. A team that's 23-2, a team that's 15-1, they're probably not going to beat themselves. So
Yeah.
it was a well-played half. We're going to see what happens in half number 2. As a Crusader fan, we are hoping that history does not repeat itself as we saw a 12-point advantage disappear in game number 1 of the day when Pontiac St. Mary's came back and won. And here we go. Pass into Young, right side to Marino. Marino corner 3, rebound, no good. Knocked out of the hands of Stone Cipher into Cottage Grove. They're going to try to pressure the ball. Shot is up and no good. Rebound by Ritter. He gets it to Stone Cipher. Gibbs is out there running the floor, trying to get a basket. Nice pass inside to Jax. Shot is up and good. Jax wanted a foul, I think, but he'll be happy with a 2-point bucket. Nice pass from Marino. Nice move by Jax. Gives Holy Cross a 14-point advantage. Into the front court on the left side. It's Cantu. Cantu dribbles to the top of the key, pass down the corner. And it looked like Lynch tried to step through a double team. He's going to get bailed out and going to get a foul. They give that to Jax.
Yep.
They did, and that'll be 3 fouls on Jax. And then comes Michael Hartnett. Hartnett's done a great job so far. Rebound, or ball inbound, going to go to Lynch, the left wing. He puts up a 3. He made one earlier. Rebounds, or shot is no good. Rebound to Cole. Cole pops it out. Now it's into the right corner. I think that's Lynch. Back up top to Boyd. Boyd, left wing. Again, he'll take that shot. And they're going to call a carry on Lynch. Sorry, that's Boyd. Boyd took his hand under the ball. It's turnover for Cottage Grove and brings the ball back to Holy Cross. Inbound to Colton. Colton to Hartnett. Now to the left side. Ritter for 3. Too strong. Charlie Young. Rebound. No good. Gets his rebound again. Puts up a shot. And going to be fouled. I think they're going to get Cole with that foul. Yep, that foul on Joshua Cole. That'll be his first. So Cole done a good job, I think, overall on Charlie Young. Young only has 6 points. Has a decent amount of rebounds, but hasn't dominated this game the way he can. And Charlie's third free throw of the day, up and no good. He'll have one more. Takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball, eyes the rim, it's up. A little bit short, rebound to Boyd. Again, 25-11, 14-point advantage for Holy Cross, 4:45 to play. Corner 3 up by Lynch, no good. Rebound, Hartnett, nice job securing that. Tried to get it out to Stone Cipher, ball's gonna be stolen by Lynch. He puts up a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound, eventually controlled. We're gonna grab a jump ball, and I think that's the right call. I had a couple of players from both teams with their hands on that ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Panthers. Boyd, he'll inbound, gets it to Cole. Cole puts it up, and it's good. Put it up between Young and Hartnett. That's a tough shot to take and make. That foul's going to go on Charlie Young. It should be his second. So 2 fouls on Charlie. Joshua Cole going to go to the free throw line for the and 1. Shot was no good. We're going to have a lane violation on Cottage Grove. I didn't see who it was. Shot was no good anyway, and I don't think it hit the rim, so it would have been a team out of bounds for Holy Cross either way. But with 4:30 to play, Holy Cross on top by 12. Into the front court, Marino drops it down to Young. Young drives for the basket. Ball's going to be stripped. Eventually controlled by Stone Cipher up top. Going to back to Young. Out to Marino for 3, and it's good. Nice job by Charlie Young. One of the things that I've been impressed most with Charlie Young's development this year is his ability to pass out of the post. Cottage Grove in the front court. Shot up by Boyd. No good. Rebound by Young. Controlled by Stone Cipher. 15-point advantage for Holy Cross. Over to the Marino to the right wing. Tried to go to a cutting Stone Cipher. A little low, a little behind him, and maybe just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. So Boyd will inbound for Cottage Grove. Wallace will initiate the offense. That's the third initiator we've seen for Cottage Grove. Now the left. Ooh, a drive into the basket by Cantu. Nice job to drive in. Excellent move, but a block by Charlie Young on that shot. Panthers will inbound the ball from technically the baseline. Underneath their own basket. Ball inbounded to Wallace. Shot up, no good. Rebound Cole. Cole shot, no good. Rebound. Hartnett have position, I think. We'll get a foul on Lynch. We're going to get a push on Lynch. So for Dante Lynch, I think that's his first. That's what we have. That's what the scoreboard has. So with 3:26 to play, Crusaders bring the ball across the timeline. Nice steal there by Boyd. Boyd with a free pass to the basket. Layup is up and good. A little bit too long of a pass maybe for Holy Cross to try to make with the defender there ready to go. Ritter into the front court. Dumps it down to Young. Young to Marino. Repost to Young. Shot up. A little bit of a fadeaway. No good. Rebound by Cole. Ritter trying to knock it away, but it's controlled by Lynch. He's going to bring it into the front court. Ball stripped. Eventually controlled by Marino. Marino going to press up the court. Has a pass to the basket. Puts up the floater from about 8 feet. No good. Rebound by Boyd. But Eli Marino does a great job. We talked about those quick, fast hands. Gets in there and causes a jump ball. Possession error belongs to Holy Cross. Marino to inbound from underneath his own basket. Initiates, looks for Young. Ball was knocked loose. He didn't quite have it, but he's got it now. Young looking for some help. Ball knocked away, stolen by Cottage Grove. Drive, free, layup, no good. Rebound Ritter. Ritter controls. Dribbling up the right-hand side. Now across the timeline. Gonna pass it off to Marino. Marino drives. Pass to Hartnett. 2-point shot, no good. A little bit short. Rebound Cole. 13-point advantage, Holy Cross. 2:15 left to play in this third quarter. Got Boyd, dribbles into the front court. Off to Lynch. Lynch puts up a 3-point shot, no good. Rebound Ritter. Ritter's gonna slow it down. Did not have the numbers, it was 2 on 4. Pulls it back. Marino, top of the key. Tried to get it into Young, a nice steal there. That'll be Cantu. Cantu passes it off. It's eventually gonna get in the hands of Wallace. Wallace tried to put up a layup, got fouled. I think that foul is going to go against Braden Ritter, and that'll be his first. So, Jaden Wallace to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wallace's first shot is up and no good. And Jax Gibbous is going to check back into the game. Charlie Young's going to get a little bit of a break. Again, Charlie oftentimes has gets that sub at about 3 minutes. So with Jax's foul trouble, try to leave Charlie in a little bit longer. And Charlie's going to head to the locker room. I don't know if he got hit in the nose or what. But Wallace's second free throw is up and no good. Rebound Ritter. One of my favorite things when the shortest guy on the floor gets the rebound. Happened right there. Holy Cross quickly into the front court. Gets it to Marino. Marino to Stonecipher. Stonecipher's going to be fouled. Yeah, he was reaching through the body a little bit there. Wallace didn't really think that was much of a foul, but Colton had a step on him and he was still pushing on the body. So that'll be 3 fouls for Jaden Wallace. Marino inbounds from the sideline. Ritter back to Marino. Marino dribbles from the top of the key around to the left side. Drops it off to Gibbous. Jax dribbled it off his foot. Ball's loose, it's down. Still loose. Cottage Grove with a layup attempt. I think that was Wallace, no good. Rebound by Stonecipher. A little bit of advantage, but Stonecipher gets it into Hartnett. Hartnett puts up a shot, it's no good. Rebound controlled by Marino. Marino puts up a 2-point shot, no good. Could have been a foul call maybe there. Rebound controlled by Boyd. Boyd pressured in the backcourt, gets it into the front. Does a nice job getting it in. Oh, they're going to call it jump ball here. I'm not exactly sure who took that shot. But either way, jump ball, possession arrow belongs to Cottage Grove. Minute 7 left. Holy Cross up 28-15. Cottage Grove pass in, stolen by Ritter. Ritter just going to take his time crossing the timeline now. No big hurry, gets it to Stonecipher in the left corner, puts up a floater. No good. Gibbous had the ball. And looks like there's going to be a foul on Cottage Grove there. Jack's a little bit fired up. He's prone to do that. Looks like that foul went against Boyd. That'll be his first. Marino to inbound for Holy Cross. Gets it into Ritter. Ritter puts up a shot. It was blocked. Two-pointer for Colton from the left corner. No good. Rebound Hartnett. Hartnett back to, we'll get the top of the key to Ritter, and we'll reset the offense. That foul looks like it's going to go against Anthony Austin, who had checked back in. And that's going to be 5 fouls in the quarter, so that'll send Braden to the free throw line to shoot 2. Braden is yet to score in this game, so Braden looking to get in the scorebook here with these free throws. Again, 42.6 seconds left. Braden Ritter to shoot a pair. First shot is up and good. So Braden Ritter gets into the scorebook. A couple of subs here for Cottage Grove. Looks like Lynch is back in. Boyd's going to go out. Going to get Beckwith in as well. I think Lynch is the one who checked out for Cottage Grove. Ritter's second shot is up and no good. Nope, that's a rebound for Cantu. Cantu going to push the ball, gets it to Lynch. Lynch did not check out. He drives into the basket, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Cottage Grove. Another rebound, going to be controlled this time by Ritter. Ritter going to slow things down, gets a couple of screens. Now he's applying some pressure. Marino into the front court, right wing. Goes left wing to Stonecipher. Stonecipher's going to put up the 3. Good! Left wing for Colton Stonecipher. Makes it a 32-15 lead for Holy Cross. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Drive by Lynch, 2-point shot up, no good. Gibbous just let it go out of bounds. That was a really smart play. Didn't have to do anything other than box out a little bit. We'll see if Holy Cross can find a way to get a shot off here with 3.2 seconds. Gonna apply some pressure. Gonna throw it into Colton. Colton gets off the half-court shot. Oh, hit the backboard. I think in an ideal world, you'd like to see Colton take a couple more dribbles. One of the challenges with young players is they see 3 seconds on the clock and think that means they have to get the shot up really quick. Colton took that from the half-court line, probably could have gotten at least one more dribble, taking it from the volleyball line. Neither of those is a particularly high percentage shot, but we've seen Colton hit some shots from that far, so unfortunate, but still a really nice quarter for Holy Cross. They were able to take that advantage up a little bit higher. They're up by 12 at halftime, up by 17 now, so a really nice quarter for Holy Cross. Again, thank you to the cheerleaders and the cheer coaches for being here, supporting Holy Cross. Also just have a really nice crowd from Holy Cross. To be fair, it's a nice 45-minute or so drive over on Interstate 74. But still, we've got 8th grade families, 6th grade families, 7th grade families. Those are just the ones that I saw immediately. We've got coaches from other teams. We've got principal, teachers. Really nice showing by Holy Cross. All right, we're into the fourth quarter. Marino passing into Young. Young to a Colt. Cutting Stonecipher. Missed the layup. Rebound by Ritter. Ritter puts up a 2-point shot. Rebound Young. And it's up and in. So Charlie Young pushes that advantage for Holy Cross up to 19. Lynch into the front court. Going to go to the left side. Back up top to Lynch. Lynch drives in the lane. Puts up the floater. That's his best move. And he puts it in. Another 2 points for Dante Lynch. 34-17. Ball into Gibbous. And we're going to get, I think, a foul. Could have been a jump ball. They're going to call a foul on Demarius Beckwith. And that's going to bring Cole into the game. Cole in. Juwan Johnson takes a seat. Marino to inbound for Holy Cross underneath their own basket. Tries to get it to Gibbous. It's knocked away. Turnover Holy Cross. And this is a big breakaway for Cottage Grove. Panthers up and good. And I think, let's see who that was. That was Cantu with that basket. Cottage Grove trying to put on a little bit of pressure. Nice press break by Holy Cross. And then a really nice hustle play from Cantu to get back and block that layup attempt by Marino. I thought he had a path to the basket. Just a really nice hustle play from Cantu to block that shot. Marino inbounds to Stonecipher. Stonecipher tried to catch and shoot all in one motion. I think they're going to get a foul on Lynch. of Cottage Grove. So for Dante Lynch, that'll be foul number 2. Oh, they're going to say that was on the floor, so it's not a shot. Pass in by Marino to Gibbous. I think this one will be a shooting foul. That'll send Jax Gibbous to the line to shoot 2. That foul on Cantu. Oh, they're going to say. Okay. One official did not know it was a shooting foul, and one did. So while we almost set up for an out-of-bounds play, instead Jax Gibbous is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Gibbous takes his dribbles, eyes the rim, puts the shot up, and it's no good. It's off the back of the rim. Holy Cross up 34-19, 15-point advantage, 4:52 left to play. We are in the 4th quarter here. Gibbous' second shot is up and no good. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands of Charlie Young. Ball will go to Cottage Grove. Lynch will bring the ball into the front court for Cottage Grove. Goes to the right wing to Austin. Austin thinks about a shot. Doesn't quite want to take it. Nice pass inside to Cantu. Back up top to Lynch. Lynch puts up a 3. It's short. Missed everything, and it's going to go out of bounds. Possession to Holy Cross. Marino will inbound again. Cottage Grove providing some pressure now. To Stonecipher, back to Marino. Marino into the front court. Gets the cutting Stonecipher to Ritter. Ritter almost traveled, but managed to dribble instead. Gets it down to Gibbous. Gibbous puts up a shot. I would have said that Gibbous initiated that contact, and that's a tough foul for Beckwith to get, but they're going to get Demarius Beckwith with a foul. That'll be his 3rd. So Gibbous will get another couple of free throw attempts. Holy Cross is 0 for 6 from the free throw line. Oh, no, that's right. Braden hit 1. Gibbous' first shot was up and no good. Boyd checks back in for Cottage Grove. Beckwith takes a seat. Gibbous. Second shot is up. That one's no good. It's off the rim. Rebound going to be to Austin. Austin quickly into the front court. Thought he had a little bit of an advantage. Oh, a nice dump down to Cole. I think the clock wasn't running. I think. It's a little bit tough to tell from up here, but when the referee blows the whistle and touches his head, usually that means there's some kind of issue. It's not related to the play on the floor. But either way here, what we're going to have is a baseline out of bounds play for Cottage Grove. They took 6 seconds off the clock, so the clock wasn't running. Cottage Grove inbounds. It's going to go to Lynch at the top of the key. Dribbles, goes, nope, ball's going to be knocked away by Stonecipher, picked up by Boyd. Boyd dribbles into the lane, puts up a shot. Going to have a foul on Holy Cross. It's going to go on Jax Gibbous, and that's going to be 4 for him. So I would expect a sub here, and see Michael Hartnett get up off of the bench. So we're going to have 2. Oh, they're going to call that on the floor. And Michael was patiently waiting by the scorer's table to check in for Jax. Coach Stonecipher was not quite so patient, trying to get the attention of the refs to get that sub in. Ball into Cantu. He puts up a 3. No good. Rebound Marino. He secures it. He's going to bring the ball to the court himself. Going to go to the right wing to Colton. Colton, pump fake, over the left wing to Ritter. Ritter thought about a shot and had it, but dumps it down to Young instead. Shot is up and no good. Rebound by Cole. Cole, oh, that's a tough foul for Holy Cross. But as Coach Gibbous is telling his players, and that foul is going to go on Michael Hartnett, they've got it all covered up with both hands. You can't really reach in there and get the ball without fouling. So Cottage Grove brings the ball in the front court. Lynch on the right wing, going to dribble to the top of the key, going to pass to the left side to Boyd. Boyd dribbles back to the top of the key, going to go to the right side to Wallace. Wallace on the left side of Cantu. Now going to try to dump it inside to Boyd, but they can't. Stolen by Hartnett. He gets it to Stone Cipher. Stone Cipher is going to dribble into the front court. Going to get a bump from Jaden Wallace. That'll be 4 for Jaden Wallace. So we've got a couple players, one on each side with 4 fouls. And Cottage Grove has 5 fouls in the quarter, so that'll send Colton Stone Cipher to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Again, our score 34 to 19, 3:27 left in the fourth quarter. Stone Cipher takes his dribbles, eyes the rim, free throws up and good. Not surprising at all. Colton is an excellent shooter from all areas of the court. See a big deep breath for Stone Cipher. Eyes the rim, dribbles, shoots, in and out. Rebound going to go to Wallace. Or sorry, to Cantu. Cantu in the front court, down in the left corner for Lynch. Lynch to the right side to Wallace, I think. Nope, that was Cantu. Cantu with a 2-point bucket. Makes it 35-21. 14-point advantage for Holy Cross. Ritter double teamed at the top of the key. Gets it to the left side to Marino. Marino, left wing, dump it down to Charlie. Charlie dribbles to the top of the key. Thinks about a shot, but hands it off to Stone Cipher. Stone Cipher shot up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Controlled by Cottage Grove into Boyd. Boyd has a 2-on-1. Gonna take it himself. Layup is up and good. Nice job there by Kendrick Boyd. Pressure by Cottage Grove. Ball controlled finally by Holy Cross. Get in the front court to Hartnett. Hartnett, power dribble, shot, up, no good. Rebound, Young, no good. Rebound again, Young, up and good. Holy Cross fans wanted a foul called there, but we'll take the result of a 2-point bucket either way. Drive by Cantu into the lane, gonna get a foul called. Gonna put that on Charlie Young. I think for Charlie that's 3. It is. And we're gonna get a full timeout from Holy Cross. All right, 2:21 left here in this fourth quarter. Holy Cross on top by a score of 37-23. Take a look at the foul situation real quick while we've got a small break here. Again, for Holy Cross, Jax Gibbous has 4 fouls. Got 3 fouls on Charlie Young, 2 fouls for Eli Marino. So Eli picked up that second foul with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and he's done a nice job playing aggressively, but still finding a way to not have his number called in this second half. Take a look real quick at Cottage Grove. Jaden Wallace has 4 fouls. Damaris Beckwith has 3. Dante Lynch has 2. We got 1 each for Cantu, Jimerson, and Austin. One of the bigger pieces to note is that Holy Cross is in the bonus the rest of the way, and so any foul called against Cottage Grove on the defensive side will result in 2 shots. And we got Sheldon Cantu going to the line for Cottage Grove. Takes his dribbles, shot up and no good off the back iron. We'll get 1 more. Cantu takes the ball, dribbles, shoots. Looks like it's a little bit short. Rebound Marino. He has it secured. He's just going to dribble it into the front. Oh, going to pass it up to Gibbous. Nice control by Jax to get that ball. Shot up and good. Nice look by Eli. Nice control by Jax. Puts Holy Cross up by 16 with 2 minutes left to play. And Jax Gibbous draws the charge. It's been there all day. Lynch picks up another foul. So for Lynch, that'll be 3. But Lynch likes to drive into the lane. And they finally got the charge. Young to inbound against the pressure. Gets it to Gibbous. Gibbous dribbles. Tries to lob it up to Ritter. It's going to be stolen by Cottage Grove. That's Lynch. Lynch, nice look underneath the Boyd. Oh, rimmed out. Rebound to Young. Marino has the ball. He's going to dribble into the front court himself. Has Gibbous wide open for a layup. Nice pump fakes Jax. Rebound Young off the miss though and up and in. 41-23 Holy Cross. Just over a minute and a half left to play. Cottage Grove is going to empty their bench at this point. Right wing, shot up and good. 3-pointer for Jaden Wallace. 15-point advantage still for Holy Cross. Stone Cipher into the front court. Minute 19 left to play. Oh, lost the handle. Knocked out of bounds by Holy Cross. We're going to need a bunch of folks in for Cottage Grove. Anthony Austin back in. Justin Calvin's in there for Cottage Grove. Trying to see who else. Jaden Speed in there. On the Holy Cross side, got Eli, let's see, David Surratt checked in. Brody Oliveira checked back in. Minute 15 to play. Jack dribbles to the basket. Ball knocked away. Rebound by Eric Moore. Moore is going to bring that ball into the front court himself. Over the left side to Calvin. Calvin guarded by Surratt. Back up top. Now go to the left side to Calvin. Calvin's going to put up a shot. Blocked by Brody Oliveira. Nice block by Brody. Good defense. Rebound Marino. He'll bring it into the front court. Coach Stone Cipher's going to call a 30-second timeout just to get a couple more subs into the game here real quick. Nice big round of applause for starters from Holy Cross. Checking into the game for the first time for Holy Cross is A.J. Benjamin. Trying to see, there was another sub that was coming in there and I missed who it was. Oh, it was John Fletcher. John Fletcher back into the game for Holy Cross. Let's see. Jimerson on the court also for Cottage Grove. Ball inbound into Surratt. He has the top of the key. He'll take some dribbles. Goes the right side to Oliveira. Oliveira tries to jump it inside to Gibbous. The ball knocked out of bounds by Cottage Grove. Oliveira getting inbound the ball with 45 seconds left to play. 15-point advantage for Holy Cross. Inbounds to Surratt. Surratt out to Brody. Brody shot up. No good. Rebound to Cottage Grove. Speed brings the ball down the court with some speed. And he's going to be fouled by Brody Oliveira. Brody wanted to make sure he got in the scorebook one way or another. Okay, that's probably not what he really wanted to do, but playing some defense. Ball inbounded by Cottage Grove. 3-point shot up. No good. Rebound by Jimerson. Out. 2-point shot. And I think that's Speed. I think Jaden Speed gets that 2-point bucket. Surratt inbounds to Oliveira. Back to Surratt. 13-point advantage, 18 seconds left. Surratt to Gibbous. Gibbous in the right corner. Surratt up the top to Fletcher. Fletcher to Surratt. Surratt to Benjamin. Benjamin's going to put up a 2-point shot. No good. Rebound, Gibbous. Ball's on the floor. Fletcher's going to travel. He had the ball on the ground and stood up, and that's going to be a travel every single time. But 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Holy Cross is going to get that shot up. Sorry, Cottage Grove gets that shot up. It's no good by Anthony Austin. And that's a final score for you folks. Holy Cross 41, Cottage Grove 28. Well played game by both teams. Holy Cross came out on top, which is, again, to be fair, the result that we were hoping for here up in the broadcast area. We'll take a quick run through some stats real quick here, and then we'll sign off. Let's start with Cottage Grove. They were led in scoring this afternoon by Boyd. Boyd ends up scoring 7 points. Kendrick Boyd going to get 6 points out of Dante Lynch. Got 2 points for Jaden Speed and Josh McCole. Get 4 points out of Sheldon Cantu. 3 points for Jaden Wallace and 2 points also for Anthony Austin. Take a look real quick at Holy Cross. They were led in scoring this afternoon by Colton Stone Cipher. Colton caught fire in the second quarter and hit 3 threes. Ended up with 15 points in the game. Got 12 points out of Charlie Young. 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter to help ice it. Got 7 points out of Eli Marino. 6 points out of Jack Skibbis, and Braden Ritter hit that 1 free throw in the third quarter. Again, our final score for Normal Kingsley, 41-28. We'll be back here. The semifinal game is slated to start at 4 o'clock. We will probably be on the air about 4:45 or so to bring you that game at 5 o'clock. Again, want to give a quick thank you to BC Hornet Sports and Steve Surratt for loaning the equipment to do the broadcast today. And also, again, want to thank Claire Taylor for getting it to to me from Springfield to Champaign. Have a great day, everyone. We hope to see you here at 4:45 for the semifinal game. In between now and then, stay safe, drive safe, and God bless.